Hi cuties. So Silent Hill F is finally out after years and years of development, and as someone who's been a lifelong Silent Hill fan since birth, I am ecstatic to report to you all that this video game is simply fantastic. I mean, I hate to spoil the verdict right off the rip with the title and everything, but I'm telling y'all, man, this is an all-timer. TLDR, everything about this makes it seem like it's the true successor to the Silent Hill franchise that we've been waiting 20 years for. It's better than every single Western Silent Hill title, and it stands neck and neck with the classics. I don't care what y'all talking about. The same people saying this isn't Silent Hill were the same folks trying to say that Resident Evil 7 wasn't a true Resident Evil game, and both statements are beyond ludicrous. But before we get into the nooks and crannies and all that, I wanted to let you guys know that this is essentially a first impressions video without any spoiler talks. I want to make sure I run through the game's multiple endings first and all the new game pluses, because eventually I would like to drop an in-depth spoiler talk review for y'all, because I am enamored with this game right now. So as soon as Silent Hill F was announced, I always had this great feeling about it in the back of my head. You know, I certainly criticized the other projects they announced, like the horrible mobile game thing, and I even had a bunch of doubts about Bloober Team's Silent Hill 2 remake. But Silent Hill F just always seemed like a match made in heaven. A prolific horror writer such as a Ryukishio 7 being handed the reins to make his own standalone video game in a Japanese setting just sounded incredible here. Konami stated they wanted to get back to the roots of Silent Hill in terms of, you know, the Japanese horror vibes, because as we all know, they kind of went Western studio crazy for quite a few titles in the franchise after Team Silent's disbandment, and a lot of those titles were pretty ass because of that. Funnily enough, I've seen so much criticism for this game not taking place in Silent Hill. I mean, so many folks are arguing it shouldn't even be called a Silent Hill game, and wow, what a horrendous take, I might say. First of all, Team Silent themselves made a Silent Hill game that did not take place in Silent Hill, but that's neither here nor there. Silent Hill F is the most Silent Hill feeling game in the entire series since Team Silent's last game, and I am not joking. The Neobards team absolutely smashed this shit out the park with a steel pipe, and I just want to talk to y'all about what it does so well if you would allow me the floor. So you play as Hanako, this teenager in a small rural town that I will not attempt to pronounce, I apologize, and she's got a pretty rough life at home. Her dad's abusive, and she doesn't really respect her mother for taking the abuse, and her sisters run away to get married. She decides to meet up with her homies in a town, and shit starts to hit the fan Silent Hill style from that point on. The entire place gets overtaken by honestly beautiful looking fungi and flowers and shit. It's quite the departure from the rustic, bloody, rotted look of the other Silent Hills, but no less creepy in my eyes. From that point on though, you start getting into the combat, which is another major point of contention that I definitely need to discuss with y'all real quick.